Here's your host, Alex Garrett.
Well, a legend has passed away today in the National Football League, and someone who was an activist and just an all-around great guy. Jim Brown, the former Hall of Famer who played his career with the Browns, and I'm hoping to have on this podcast, welcome into the Alex Garrett Podcast Network, hoping to have Michael Pascucci, not only a board member of the Viscardi Center, but a friend of Jim Brown, who did visit the Viscardi School. The same year, Jack Nicklaus visited Sports Night and the big Viscardi Night at Viscardi Center, Viscardi School Gala. So I'll keep you posted on that. As I mentioned, a lot going to happen in the next week. Hoping to book the show again. I've been a lot on the plate in the workplace. And speaking of the workplace, let me tell you, if you want a fired up Friday, I don't really watch the nitty-gritty shows like, Suits or others, because I kind of like to keep it light after work. But I found this on TikTok, and let me tell you, thank God TikTok's not banned in New York, but let me tell you, this scene from Suits, where, I don't know the characters as well enough to tell you, but there's this firing scene, and what happens in this scene, you gotta listen to, because it kind of fired me up to keep my head down and keep working hard.
The client fired us, and now I'm firing you. Times are tough, people. You can't afford mistakes. We can't afford incompetence. You can't cut it. Get out. There is no place for mediocrity here at Pearson Hardman.
And I think that's what we're all feeling in this ever-changing technological world, no matter where you're at. So it's like a put up or shut up kind of mentality. But sometimes, on the outside looking in, we need to hear that. And it just hit home how important every little detail is. If you remember that scene, shoot me an email, alex@alexgnyc.com. Again, I'm not familiar with the show Suits, but that came across my feed for good reason. Sometimes I think I need a little humbling of my own, and that kind of just fired me up to stay the course, to keep working hard and seeing where all this work ends up going. And so on this Fired Up Friday, make sure the people you are working with and working for are happy. That's my message today, is that you can be friends with your clients, or maybe you can't, but as long as you get the job done, that's what matters at the end of the day. And it's something my father would tell me, I know right now, if I were talking to him. And so just a little, I played that because of a little society and culture that I'm dealing with. I haven't podcasted a lot, and I need to. There's just so much going on. For instance, one big client that's become a huge client for every country is Zelensky, okay? And, okay, we know that the U.S. weaponry is working, thank God, against the Russians. But what I don't understand is why Vladimir Zelensky, God bless his heart, and the way he's gotten Ukraine through all of this, continues to ask for more money. He's going to the G7 to ask for more money. That has been boggling my mind all day long. Because you know about someone that was a client. I mean, yeah, the Bidens were a client in Ukraine. That's clear. But to fill it up billions and billions of dollars, I understand those on the left are saying, well, don't be rest assured this money is being used wisely. But I say, how many times and how many places does he have to go to ask for more? And why is he asking for more? And when will this war be done? I'm praying very soon. I can't believe it's not over yet, but Russia still persists and Ukraine continues to have to defend themselves. I get that 100%. But at what point do we say, hey, The billions we've given to Ukraine, some of that could have been used to help the homeless veterans that are just struggling and now being evicted from hotels upstate. Look it up. That's happening. We could be utilizing our resources way better at this point in the war, I feel, because we've already given them what they need. So we got to see what happens here on the Alex Garrett Podcast Network. But I wanted that little clip from Suits because in case you feel like you're dragging at work or you're a little you're a little worn out, mentally checked out, don't be. Because, hey, we've all got to keep working hard in this place. And at your place too. I'm Alex Garrett. Email me what episode that was from. Suits. A little bit of society and culture here on the Alex Garrett Podcast Network.